Help us build a Kentucky where all people have health care, shelter, food, education, and other basic needs. When children are listened to and valued. When discrimination is wiped out of our laws, habits, and hearts. And when the voices of ordinary people are heard and respected in our democracy. Join us at KFTC.org.
We were two members with KFTC. We're hitting the streets and going throughout Louisville, encouraging people to register to vote. Now, I want to start with you. Tell me your name.
Karen.
Karen, and you're with KFTC?
Yes.
Now you've been canvassing out here today, and the first stop you went to was where?
The first stop we went to was actually the circus. It's down on the waterfront.
Gotcha. And this second location?
The second location was the Portland Festival down in Portland on 33rd and Northwestern Parkway. And now we are heading to the Unfair event in Old Louisville at 2nd and Magnolia.
Gotcha. And tell me your name?
Chase.
Chase, and tell me a little bit about how long you've been with KFTC and what that experience has been like for you.
I've been with KFTC for about 2 months now. It's been a good experience. It's my first time doing like nonprofit work, knocking on doors. We've knocked on a lot of doors in the West End of Louisville, talking about mostly environmental crisis. But now, come up to the election, we're switching focus to getting people registered as many as possible before the deadline.
Now, what does being a member of KFTC mean to you? Yeah, I know there's a lot of there's organizations to choose from when you want to be of service. And why did you choose KFTC?
Me first?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, I chose KFTC because my dad does a lot of nonprofit work in Louisville. It's just a place he recommended to me.
Mm-hmm.
And when I did the interview, it seemed like a place that I wouldn't mind working at. And they have a nice value that aligns mostly with mine. So it was a good place to start with nonprofit work for me.
Well, I appreciate that very much. And tell me, I'm curious. I understand there's a fundraiser currently that KFTC has going on.
I know, like, if you want to be like a member, you have a choice: either give something or give anything. They don't have a set amount that you can give. Like, say for instance, if we talk to somebody at an event and we'll say, "Would you like to be a member?" and they say yes. They might tell us, "I don't have any money," and we can just say, "That's okay. You don't have to give anything right now," but it's up to them to give something, and that money basically go towards payments for the volunteers, employees, and getting supplies that we need when we go out canvassing, or for the when we have meetings and all the good stuff. Sound like chilling.
And now, I understand you're encouraging people to register to vote. And tell me a little bit about that. What is it? What are you hoping today? Do you have a number of people you're hoping to encourage to register to vote or get registered to vote? And why is it important to vote? Kind of a lot of questions there, but
yeah. Well, we're trying to encourage. We're trying to target the low income residents here in the city. And the one that living like in the poverty areas, to get them to register to vote. Before we started to register to vote, we was going door to door talking about high energy bills, climate impact, and some of the residents, they didn't want to talk, or they didn't answer the door, or like today, we had a lot that had told us that they are registered to vote. It is important to get out to vote because there has been a lot of changes in the lawmaking here in the state of Kentucky towards us. And when I say us, I'm talking about black, white, Asian, Mexicans, Philippines, all races, because they up there making decisions and not really looking at us here in the area that's been affected by it. So. But yeah, if you need to register to vote, or think you not register, or you need to change your information, you can always go to govoteky.gov, I believe, or you can call the Jefferson County Clerk's office to and see if they can let you know on the phone if you're registered to vote. Or you can just go ahead and fill out the voting registration forms and submit it to the county clerk's office, and they will send you a letter letting you know if you are registered to vote or if you cannot register to vote.
Now, I know a lot of people think, I say that because I hear it when it's discussed, that a lot of people think of presidential races when they think of voting. Why is it important to focus on more state elections and general elections?
I think it's more important to focus on general election and state election because they are there in Frankfurt fighting and signing bills for people in the state of Kentucky. Like we have the people in Metro Council. They up there signing, fighting for things here in Louisville for us residents. And then it's the same thing like with the presidential election. The president, whoever president you're gonna vote for, is like you gotta know for sure if they're gonna be able to do what they say and not do what they don't say.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to like stay on it. And in order for you to know for sure who you want to vote for, you got to do your studies. You got to read up and see. Don't listen to the commercials, but try to find out more about that person. And with that said, we do have like a voter guide out that people can, it's like a newspaper. You go through and you read about each candidate for the governor, for the general attorney, state or secretary of state, and it let you know about each person and everything.
I wanted to ask you, if you were to say one phrase or a strong worded phrase as you want to encourage people to get out and vote around your age range, what would you say to them?
That's a good question. I don't know. I guess I just tell them it's like there's no better way to make sure your voice gets heard. Can't think of anything else really.
Yeah, because a lot of people say my vote doesn't matter. I'm not going to vote because it won't do anything. It won't help anything. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that's like self-defeating or self-fulfilling prophecy where everybody feels like their vote doesn't matter. Nobody goes out to vote. And then we have our turnouts like I think the United States has like a 52% voter turnout. Like people who are eligible to vote, only 52% of them voting. That's a lot of people just who aren't being represented because their voices aren't really being heard because they're not going out to vote.
And I want to ask you both one last question. If there's anything you'd like to say to everyone before we shut off?
Just go vote.
Yeah, go vote.
Go vote.
Go vote. Get out there and vote. If you're not busy, you can also navigate or get out and tell people, what you think should be done in the election or homework. Do your homework, basically.
I thank you both very much. I appreciate it, and I wish the best to you as you continue canvassing today.
Thank you.
If you do nothing else.
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 Stay live.